Okay. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Can you hear
Yes, sir.
me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay. Now, the topic of today's discussion is very interesting. I started working in 1980 when there was no internet, when there were no smartphones, there were no emails, there were no laptops were not there, PCs were not there. Forget about laptops. There are no PCs. So I started working in 1980 in that that was the world at that time. And now, of course, everything is at your fingertips. Now, I want to tell you that with every technology comes some good and some bad about it. It depends on how you use it. Now, for example, when nuclear weapons were made, at the same time, people thought that you could generate power also with nuclear energy, which you can. Now, you could generate power with nuclear energy, which is beneficial to everyone, or you could clear weapons and kill people. So it all depends on how you use the technology that is available. Now, as far as the technology that we're talking about, the smartphone, the internet, etc., that's what we're talking about today. As we're talking about today, you see, any technology, all these technologies improve productivity, and the world cannot progress unless there's productivity improvements. And that is very important. But it depends on how you use it. Now, for example, we have become very wedded to telephones, our smartphones. I remember once recently I went to a clinic where there are 3, 4 doctors. And I went with my wife, and we were waiting in the waiting room. And there were about a dozen patients waiting. And I'm just telling my wife, everyone is looking at his phone. All the dozen who were waiting out there were looking at their phones. Now, we seem to be addicted to these telephones, and that, while it enhances productivity, telephones, etc., enhance productivity, but they can destroy productivity also by distracting you all the time. Now, as a productivity tool, if you use it properly, it can enhance your productivity, and if you don't use it properly, it can destroy your productivity. It can negatively influence your productivity. I'll tell you why. Now, you are supposed to, your boss gives you a assignment of producing 40 units, 40 reports, for example. And then he gives you a month's time to do it. Now you can start working on that, or every now and then the boss calls up, sends a message. It's just distracting. He has given you 40 reports to make, and he's given you 1 month's time, and that's the end of it. Now, a lot of things are not urgent, and we just think they're urgent. We start looking at our phones. Sometimes you go into a meeting, and I've seen people in the meeting is on, something serious being discussed, and the guy's looking at his telephones. So we always say, keep your telephones outside, keep them on silent. And then when the meeting starts after 2 hours or 3 hours, we say, okay, now is a half an hour break. You can take your calls, and you can answer your mails, etc. Now, that way you can enhance productivity by making use of the technology, specifically during certain timings. You've got to regulate it. If you don't regulate it, then all the time you're just answering messages. You're already not doing any productive work. Now, the other thing, that there are some other disadvantages of technology which you must be careful about. One is the social media. Now, you see, they intrude your privacy. I mean, I see people putting out, their relationship status, their, what they are doing, where they are, which restaurant they went to. I mean, this is all private matters. I don't see any reason for anyone to put out all this in the public domain. And then, you put it on Facebook. The Facebook friends send it to one friend sends it to 10 friends, and everyone wants to know where you're gone for dinner or what happened to you in your life yesterday. So these are the kind of disadvantages that there. Privacy is one issue. Productivity is another issue. These are the two major issues that I've found with technology. Okay, I think I've done.
Okay, wonderful, sir. Thank you so much for your insights. So Devama, you can take over now.
Um, dual face of technology that refers to the idea that technology can have the both positive and negative aspects. If we come across the positive aspects, in that technology has revolutionized communication, making it easier to communicate with the people through the emails and messagings. And the internet provides instant access to the vast amount of information. It provides access to us to know the specific topic which we want to know, and the technology, the automation and digital tools that reduces the human error. It saves our time and increases the productivity. And innovations like renewable energy technologies, that electric vehicles contribute to reduce the carbon in environment, which is harmful to uh, breathing. And the technology.
1 minute. Do you agree with what Sir said?
Yes, ma'am.
And would you like to add any points to that?
Yes, ma'am.
What?
Like it gives more opportunities to do the activities which we can't do with our brain. Like we can't do some large mathematical expressions with our brain. We can use the calculator. We can make use of technology like that now.
So, what do you say, sir? What is her point? Did you think her point was valid?
Yeah, I think she has made the points that I have made. She reinforced them.
Okay, sir. Thank you. And Devama, would you like to go more?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Like I have collected some more points about this, ma'am, in ChatGPT. I have learned from that website, ma'am.
Okay. Good. Good. But 1 minute, Devama. Next time, you know what I want you to do after you take from ChatGPT? I want you to sit and think and tell it in your words. Don't read from ChatGPT. Okay?
Yes.
I want you
Okay.
to read, understand, and present your point of view.
Yes, ma'am. I'm doing that too only.
You're doing that? Okay, good. Wonderful. You can be a little more confident then.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much, Devama. Who's going to go next? Baswaraj or Vaishnavi? Niranjan, you just started, so I will not ask you to tell me. So who's going to go next? Baswaraj or Vaishnavi?
Ma'am, I'll start.
Wonderful. Good. Start of Vaishnavi. It was your topic, so I expect an exemplary presentation.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Today's group discussion topic is about the dual face of technology. It's either dependency or convenience. Technology is an useful servant, but a dangerous master. It's actually saying us uh, it has made our life so easy, and uh, at the same time, we are more dependent on it. Coming to convenience, it has increased the productivity and efficiency, like automation in industries and using tools like ChatGPT and Microsoft Excel with AI is making us do very large amount of work in less time. A study has proven that with the help of automation, we can increase the productivity by 30%, and also it has increased the accessibility to the students, like providing e-learning platforms. They are able to learn everywhere and at every time whenever they want. It's 24 by 7 available, and it increased the connectivity between the people, no matter where they are, like using WhatsApp video calls or Zoom, Microsoft Teams, etc. It helps us stay connected, and it's being useful in solving various global issues. And with the help of technology, we are able to track the climatic changes and predict how the weather will be. And coming to dependency, uh, yes, technology made our life easier, but at what extent? We are actually losing our basic skills. Now we are unable to navigate without Google Maps, even in the familiar places. I just open Google Maps and I just follow whatever the Google say. It's like we totally lost our ability to navigate ourselves. And one study proven that 80% of the smartphone users are using GPS even in the familiar roads, and it's impacting our both physical and mental health. Sitting large amount of time in front of the screens as making our eyes strain, neck pains, and many problems are becoming quite common. And coming to mental health, social media addiction is too much in the young generation nowadays. I don't know why people keep on posting snaps on Snapchat and Instagram stories. There's one trend like they keep every month, and they dump overall photos so that we can actually track what they're doing in the overall month. It's not that important or not necessary to make our things public, and it actually decreased our critical thinking. Using ChatGPT, we are actually um totally not thinking ourselves. Every task of us is being done by ChatGPT. Like recently, I have my semester exams. I totally dependent on that. Like whenever I want some topic, I just used to give explain me this in brief and effectively. Don't give more complex point. Actually, if I refer the textbook, I would get more points. But using ChatGPT has uh, decreased our critical thinking, and technology is only best when every people is having it or access to it. Like in rural people don't have access to technology and internet. They are unable to learn through e-learning platforms, which actually making difference between them and us. So it's up to us how we use the technology, how we balance it. Yes, Sitan.
Yeah, that's good. You seem to have done some research into this. I just wanted to tell you one more thing is that, I read a book by Australian nurse. She was a nurse in Australia, and she attended to dying patients. She attended to patients who were going to die, terminal cases of cancer and things like that. And she talked to them, and over many, many years, she talked to thousands of people who were dying. And, all of them seem to have about 5 regrets. I won't go into all the 5 regrets, but one of the regrets that people had was that we didn't spend enough time with friends. Now, I think technology makes it very convenient for us to keep in touch with friends, but at the same time, you've got to watch out. There's a certain amount of time. We have got a certain amount, 24 hours in a day, not more than that. All of us have just 24 hours. And we must schedule some time to spend with friends. That's about it, not more than that. But then, it's not, the adverse thing is that people go and spend hours together on Facebook. Now, that is not warranted. I mean, to keep your close friends in touch, video calls, WhatsApp messages, Facebook, whatever you want to do it in limited time and say, this is the time allotted to friends. And the other thing I just want to tell you is that people have got a very annoying habit. There's a party going on, and say a dozen friends are meeting. And, every few minutes, somebody takes out a phone and starts looking at the messages. No, it annoys people. Now, you have decided to spend time with friends, enjoy yourself, entertain yourself. And then every few minutes, you take out your phone and start looking at messages and start answering them. Is it really necessary to answer messages at 10 o'clock in the night? It really is not necessary. You can always answer it next morning. And the other thing is that, people are spending time with their families, having dinner probably, or doing some homework with the children. And every few minutes, they're looking at their phones. This is, this is very, very annoying. You should never do this.
Yes.
Okay, the next. Hello.
That's right. You can go.
Yes, ma'am, sure. As we are growing technically, here the topic is dual phase of technology, either convenience or dependency. Here I prefer to talk about dependency. Nowadays, the people are more dependent on technology. What I say is it is threatening our life, because before people used to sit and talk with each other, but after mobile phones are arrived, totally lost seeing that conversations and sharing their feelings, words, all everything. That much the people depended on mobile phones, and day by day, as we are growing technically, we are forgetting our traditional practices. Along with technology, the people updated festivals, forgetting its originality. What to do, what people want to do, they are not doing that. They updated as like technology. The one main point is uh, either children or people are, they lost their ability to think, and they are dependent on platforms like chat gpt and other platforms. These are totally threatening the student life. If for example any teachers says in the class any work, students what they do is they come to home and just put it on chat gpt, and they take that time they will show to teachers. Before this was not like this. uh, Student is to think his own, and is to write and is to do. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good point you make that, people use GPT, chat GPT and AI tools like that to answer questions rather than think for themselves. I didn't figure this out. I didn't know about this because I'm 68. I'm not in the chat GPT kind of age now. Okay, that's an interesting point. Another thing I just want to tell you is dependency is okay. You're dependent on technology is okay. That's not a problem. But you should not, you will not outsource your own thinking, your own ideas to, technology. That kind of dependency is bad. Dependency is bad. But depending on technology to do, take you to a certain place, to go to a place using using GPS, Google Maps, or using GPS, these are all good things, So more than dependency, addiction is becoming a problem. People want to constantly look at their phones, answer messages. But it's not necessary also they want to answer messages. They can answer the message next morning, but they will want to do it immediately. This addiction is becoming more of an issue. And of course, as time goes by, chat GPT are not very young. I think they're only a year old or a couple of years old. We'll have to see how those technologies affect our students. And there's an interesting point that you made about this. Okay, next one.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. So the topic dependency or convenience, whether technology is a dependency or convenience, I think there should be one more word which should be added, compulsory. I say it because my mother is from rural area. She doesn't know how to use a phone, but she's in a job like she's teaching some under 4 year children, and their office asking her to update everything in the phone. And every time she gets doubt and she's calling me and asking what to do for this. I'm not see even it's a simple thing, but she was not able to understand. And one more situation, we have a children of 3 year. He's 3 year old in my home, and recently he was crying, and I asked him whether he want a chocolate. No, he did not say. no, he say no to it. And I just lift him up and I want to go outside. No, again he was crying. So only one solution was left. I think you all know about it. The solution was only phone. After giving phone, he himself opened YouTube and started scrolling it. So this is how our children are getting spoiled in the early age. And today, a study shows that children under 12, average, they use 4 hours per day mobile. So this is a study which is made in 2024 itself. So technology, to what extent we are using it? If you use for medical reasons, see, there are so many new diseases are coming up. If you use some technology to develop a good vaccine or a good medicine to it, it will be a very good thing for us, for whole humanity. And at the same time, if we lost our moral values and spending quality time with family just because of this technology, we lose our mental state or go to depression. Like Gen Z people are more telling, like they are more addicted to this depression, which is hard in nowadays. So according to me, so technology is like a double-edged sword, or it would be a compass. If you use it to cut the fruit, it will cut the fruit, and if you use it to cut the body, it will cut the body itself. If you use it to learn some new things or do some productive work, then it will be very much useful. At the same time, if you make some bad thing out of it, it will be very bad. So I think I have expressed my points. As Vaishnavi said, coming to critical thinking, in my own company, they have developed we are using some procurement application. So they have developed from the scratch, like they did not had this GPT and all. Just by having the knowledge on technologies, they have developed this whole thing. Now we are struggling to maintain it and taking some 2 hours to fix the error. This is our condition now, and we have some 3 4 teams for testing and explaining to the other clients or anyone who is asking for that. So this is the state we are in. We should, like, uh, we almost, as Vaishnavi said, we are using ChatGPT for our examination, and absolutely, in my class, nobody listen to the class nowadays. When the exam comes, they're opening ChatGPT, they're asking question, learning by it, and writing the exam. Their thinking level is narrowing day by day. So we should use technology in a good way, and we should. I think we also should find some rules or guidelines to it, how to use it and all. So I think that would make a better solution. Thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity to present myself on this wonderful topic.
I just, yeah, you made this, some of the points you reinforced, and you made the points about ChatGPT being a teacher rather than learning critical thinking. People are just outsourcing it to ChatGPT. The other thing I just want to tell you is that, in fact, Australian government has found social media so so negative in its impact on children that they banned it. You know, children cannot go and have social media accounts in Australia. They just passed a law last week. So you can very well imagine, the government passing laws like this, they will not do unless there are good reasons. There are enough studies are there, and there are good reasons. And I'm quite sure Australian government has got enough good reasons to ban children from having social media accounts.
Yes, sir. That's the good thing which is done by Australian government, and I think we are the almost biggest population in the world. So if anything that affects in the current world, it is us only.
Yeah, so we're not wait for all government. Generally, governments take some time to, especially governments like us, take some time to study this impact, watch other countries, what they do. Australia and advanced countries, they do it quicker than us, but we'll follow suit. I'm quite sure there'll be laws against all this in our country also.
Yes, sir. So we should educate first our the generation, like what we call millennium generation. Before Gen Z, there is one more generation. So like initially they used to tell us like you should not use phone and all, and now they are using more than us, being like elder people, they are using more. They are being addicted to it.
Mhm.
So by seeing the what message they're giving to younger generation, which is coming up in the future, and even like I have seen some 3 4 students within my environment, like they're like their father and mother both are working, they're leaving the children and just they're focusing on their work,
Mhm.
and even after coming from the work they're using again the social media, phone, everything.
Mhm.
So their children, they are not able to socialize themselves in like group environments.
Yeah, it's
They're
an
facing
interesting.
some real anxiety, sir. I have seen it myself.
Yeah, it's an interesting point you make because there are social skills, we call them social skills. Children develop over a period of time social skills. They see their parents, friends, their parents, friends, children. They all come home and they learn social skills that way. If they lose the social skills, they say that the only thing I'll interact with you on is Facebook. I think that's really bad.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think some of you are working, so I want you to technology. The problem is that, and some of you are working for clients abroad, and you know, your colleagues who are not physically close, you're in some other city or some other country. One of the things that I always made it a rule when I was heading a company was that I had about 8 people reporting to me. They were all divisional heads, profit center heads. I used to tell them that I will meet you. Each of them I given a timing once a week. I will meet you at that time, and you can bring all your issues on that time. I'll bring all my issues at that time. We'll discuss it and we'll make a plan for the next week. That's it. I'm not going to call you up in between and send you a message at 10 o'clock in the night. What happened to this report, or what happened to this client, or what happened to this order? People have got a very annoying way of managing, which is that, every few minutes they send a WhatsApp message. What happened to this order? Did you meet this client? Is this material procured? Is this material delivered? Yeah, this is very annoying. You see, once productivity goes down, if the guy is busy answering your phones, answering your calls all the time, productivity goes down. So I used to meet them only once a week, once a week for 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever time it takes, and that's it. That was slotted for them. We could discuss all issues at that time. I think you must also negotiate this with your bosses. Some of you are working must negotiate this with bosses. Okay, that I'll meet you in so and so time. And every week, and that's it, every week, every 2 days, whatever the frequency that's required. But not this every 10 o'clock in the night, message comes and you're shooting off a reply.
Yes, sir. Like many of them, they're asking reply in 1 minute or 2 minutes. If they don't reply, they're very angry on their clients or employees. This
Exactly.
is like, yes, sir.
Yeah, this is the
And
problem.
yes, sir. And
This is
it's a very great point from you, sir. Like since you have been in that position,
Yeah.
and we can apply that to in our upcoming days.
Yeah, so that people are free to work, they not answer your calls all the time. And so this is something you should negotiate with your bosses. And if you have some subordinates reporting to you, negotiate with these also with them. So I'll talk to you only once a week, or once in 2 days, 3 days, whatever. But that time is fixed, It's not that every few minutes you get a message. And you should tell people that they should not expect instant answers to messages unless something is urgent, something is on fire. Okay, then there's no urgency. But otherwise, how is the discussion going with this client? This client, the discussion go on for a period of 1 month, 2 months. A technology field, especially large orders, they go on for months together. Okay.
Taranjit, it would be lovely if you would present your point of view, because we are all in a different age. So our age, experiences and our point of view is completely different.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, sir. It
Good
is
evening.
nice to hear what the children are saying, and it is very, very true. 101% true that the knowledge that the children nowadays have, it has narrowed so much that they don't want to, here, I don't know about Bangalore, but in Bombay, we have classes where the children are being taught how to talk to people. Because I stay on the ground floor, and say 6 months back, the whole time I had to shout, please be quiet, my class is going on or something. Now in this 6 months, I've seen like the ChatGPT, that AI version coming, there are no children down. And even a 3-year-old, 2-year-old child also, the sweeper who comes in the morning, her twins are there. They are hardly, I think so, 2 years. So both of them have each one phone in their hands. In the morning when I go to the Gurdwara, I see them, they're playing, and it is so disheartening. As you said, sir, in Australia, they have taken the step now, but you see in the Middle East countries, especially Dubai and UAE, there is no WhatsApp. They don't allow. And once there was a meme on Facebook that Mark Zuckerberg, who is the owner of Facebook, he doesn't allow his children to be on Facebook. And because of this social media, even though there are very good things, like my children stay in Canada, I can talk to them every day and I feel that I'm not very far away from them. We have a video call and all. But when always you are on the phone, like you said, sir, you go in the parties and people are scrolling their messages and jokes and all. I'm sitting next to you lively. Why don't you talk to me rather than being on the phone? So
Yeah.
this is the technology has good effects, definitely, and bad effects. Like Niranjan said, I really I am facing, because I have 2 children coming for tuitions to me, and it is so difficult for me to, like, they don't even have the attention span of 2 minutes. And whatever I say, like if I tell them to do this work, like you have to write a piece of paragraph or something, anything, ma'am, I'll bring it tomorrow. I said, no, you write it in front of me right now, because I know when you go home and I can make it out that it has come from ChatGPT or it has come from AI, because the schools, those who are using very high technology, they are having that AI also nowadays. I don't want that you write it in front of me. 10th standard children are finding it so difficult to write, because the thing is that they are so addicted to their phones that they can just flip their fingers. They are not used to writing. Writing a 1 page is so difficult. Like if you tell them to write an essay of 150 words, that is not even 2 pages. They will take ages. And you tell them to type, they can type so quickly, so fast. So because of that, motor skills have not developed. You see the children nowadays drawing, like we were taught drawing when we were in junior KG, I think so, or in 1st standard. I don't remember. My parents might be knowing. But because of that motor skills were there. Nowadays, that is nothing is there. You write, tell 10 sentences. So, madam, my hand is aching. I cannot write anymore. So this is something really, really very disheartening. The technology, it is a double-edged sword. We should know the limitation, where to stop. The line should be drawn by the parents, especially, because, or the schools also. My 3-year-old, 5-year-old niece, she carries iPad to school. And one day I wondered, where are your notebooks? So she said, no, Bua, we write everything on this only. We don't have to, we have to just mark the pages that the teacher is telling. And then we can submit our homework also like that. Well, where is the writing part gone? Where are you going to use your brain? You are just selecting from that and just posting it. You're not using your brain at all. Like Hindi poetry, if you see. I have never seen children singing songs or Hindi poetry. Songs also children don't sing. On poetry. Songs also children have sung. We can remember the songs that were 100 years, like almost 70 years back. Rajkumar and Dilip Kumar song we remember, but the children don't remember today's songs also. Because there is no backup of anything. Everything is on. First we used to remember numbers, phone numbers. I still remember the first phone we had, landline we had in our house some 45 years back. I still remember the number. Nowadays, you don't even have to say. You have to just pick up, call Amardeep Singh. So the phone will automatically dial. You don't even have to type. So this is something really very disheartening. But the use of ChatGPT or the medicines, or in the medicinal field, or say in arts field also, it is good. But then there should be a limitation to everything. Whether it is UAE or other, like you said, Australia is doing it, sir. So in the same way, I think so government of India, especially till the age of 10, not even, if not higher, but till the age of 10, they should not be allowed to use the mobile phones. They should not be on social media. Because that personal touch, like, I know that I would say intuition. If my brother is crossing the road from the other side also, I have that intuition, yes, somebody whom I know is nearby.
Yeah.
But I don't think so. That relationship, that depth of relationship the children have, nowadays the children have. I don't think so it is there. So this is something really very disheartening. But yes, the positive points we have to see. We know that social media, like I said, I can talk to my children over the video every day, and I feel that they are very near to me. Or like how we are having a meeting, you are sitting in a different part of the country, I am in a different part of the country, but we can have that discussions. We can connect over that. That is, or like we have our reading classes from different parts of the world. People are connected. That is, world has become a small village. It has become a global village. That is a good thing. But the drawbacks, I think so, have more than the good things that we have. That is what I feel. I'm an old school person. I still feel I love writing a letter, it is, I don't have anybody now to whom I can write a letter. So once I have made this habit, once a letter I write a letter to my own self. So
That's interesting.
when the postman rings the bell, I feel it's so nice because I stay all alone by myself and there's nobody. So when the postman rings the bell, he laughs. Well, madam, आपने अपने नाम पे चिट्ठी लिखा है. So yes, I said, yes, I love that because at least there's nobody. That love of reading the letter and all that is lost. I tell my children many a times, you write an email rather than talking to me over the phone. You write an email to me, I will read it. I'll feel very happy. Now, Mama, there's no time. We have so much of other work to do, and you want me to write an email. So much of work emails we have to write. So that is something which we miss out in this modern technology. That is something missing. Otherwise, the good points that are there, the field of technology, the Air Force or the defense forces, they require this technology nowadays. The drones that have come in, so that is required to some extent. But on humanitarian grounds, we need to draw a line for that. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Very interesting. Thank you very much. You made a lot of valid points.
Thank you, sir.
I think you should participate in every one of these GDs.
Sir, I was there in your the GD that was before this week, prior to this week, and it was lovely hearing you, sir. I had told Kanti ma'am also, it was really lovely hearing Sudhakar, sir. It was very great. Too many insights that we have got. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, good. Thank you so much. And we hope to get more contributions from you in the future on this, on any topic.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye.
And whatever, now everybody has heard everybody, right? Now, I want each of you to give have you changed the way you think, and or what new things have you learned? Okay, sir, I'm sorry, I'm just taking off because I want them to learn how to present themselves impromptu also.
Yeah, please. I think it's interesting. In fact, I have learned something from today's meeting, which I wasn't aware of.
Yes, sir. All of us have actually. So have I. And
I didn't know that. I'm 68, and I didn't know children were using ChatGPT to answer their question papers. I didn't know this.
So that's one of the reasons I love to interact with the younger crowd. I mean, I love to interact with anybody for that matter, but gives me a lot of insights on how things are, because again, each of us are so wrapped up in our own lives, we forget there's a whole wide world outside. And it's only when we have interactions like this of people of different ages that we will understand. So I want each of you to say something, what you've learned new, what you agree with, and what you don't agree with. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So who goes first? I think you have to name Kanti.
No,
I'll
no,
start, sir.
Niranjan is always there. I don't have to name him. He'll step up. Then
So,
Vaishnavi, then Devamma, then Baswaraj. Or Niranjan, Baswaraj, Vaishnavi, and Devamma. Whatever. Start off,
so
Niranjan.
today I learned most valuable lesson from Sudhakar sir, of course, because he said like he has set some very disciplined rules that he will answer to his clients only once in a week, and every time he will not see to the WhatsApp, and he won't reply on spot to every messages. And in today's world, that is not necessary at all, and we are replying it. Suddenly we open WhatsApp and some message is coming, we are not thinking whether it is necessary to reply or not, and whether it is important or not. So I think that I would like to apply in my life also, because I agree that I'm doing that mistake. Like every time when a message comes, it's like just dopamine is hitting, and we want to reply, and we want to see what that message is. So I think we could stop that, and it can increase our productivity and concentration on work which on which like which we are working. And I agree with that, and I will try to apply that from today itself. And one more thing, like as Tarajit ma'am said, like I have heard very lot of beautiful things from her, and like writing a letter, and she told very good examples. I was very happy to hear those things, because we don't get to hear these things from older people. Like usually they don't tell us. I think this is a good platform where we got like we learned from her, and like we also have mothers and grandmothers in our homes, like they are also having same feelings like Taranjit ma'am maybe. And by hearing to her, I know we can understand their feelings, and like these writing a letter and talking to them and giving our quality time, and we can do these things to them. And one more thing, and we have lot many small childrens in our homes, and we should tell their parents that you should give such education where phones should not be a major thing, and like more than father and mother, now phone is our relative, and I think that should cut off. So it was a very wonderful hearing all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Niranjan. Articulate as usual. Baswaraj.
Today, this was my first GD session. It is a kind of different kind of experience today, where I listened good speakers like Sudhakar sir and Taranjit ma'am. And today I came to know about regarding the Australian government making a law that is that one. And in another special one was what Taranjit ma'am said, that Mark's Facebook owner, Mark's Zuckerberg, children won't use the social media. It is a special thing. What thought I thought today. The session was good. Thank you.
Good. Thank you so much. Good. I know this is the first GD you're attending, and I hope you'll attend more and more GDs. And I hope you'll become as articulate as Niranjan. Okay. So I hope now next Vaishnavi. Even Vaishnavi has become so articulate from what she was. I would love to hear from you, Vaishnavi. Same with Devamma.
Yes, ma'am. Um, as Sudhakar sir said, whenever we go to parties and any family gatherings, people just stick on to their phones, either by seeing their messages or mails, whatever it is, or people nowadays are taking more photos than spending time with people. Whenever we go out with our friends, I see, come, let's take photos. At what extent we need to limit everything, and uh, also, as sir said, we need to set some certain time to uh, answer the calls or messages, whatever the client sent. Like in our college, our class CRs or class representatives, they see their phone 24/7. Whenever they get message from HOD ma'am, they just need to go as soon as possible at that moment. But whenever the class is going on, they need to focus on the class, but rather they are seeing their phones very concentratedly. So we need to set an certain time for everything. And as the Taranjit ma'am said, people nowadays have totally stopped writing notes or making notes. Whenever we make notes, as in our small age, we have learned that writing is equal to 10 times of reading. But people nowadays totally stopped making notes. Whenever teachers start saying, write down the points, ma'am, keep it in WhatsApp. We'll read it from there. It's actually not at all useful for the people. Like they can't memorize things or they can't learn. Yes, ma'am, these are the points.
I just wanted to add one point. You said that writing is 10 times more powerful than reading. I can tell you that's right, absolutely right. And teaching is 10 times more powerful than writing.
Yes, sir.
If you
But
try to
people
teach,
nowadays are not even taking, even for seeing YouTube videos, they are copying the link and some kind of websites are there so that they can summarize the whole video.
Okay, good. Next. Devam, I think, is next.
Yes, sir. I have learned that for my every doubts, I have depended on ChatGPT, Gemini, like that websites. I should not do that first. I should think first what I can do without that websites. And after that, I can go for that which I haven't understood about my topic. And if I got doubts in my academic syllabus, I shouldn't ask to my teachers. I just go gem ChatGPT and I search on that and I don't know what I learned from that. I will keep going on that. I should not do that first. I should learn from my teachers and all. I have learned that. So
Good.
Sir, I would like to add one thing what you said. Now, we are reading a book called Ikigai, and about the answering of that, like concentration is required. And as you said, like I also have a habit. I would not say that I don't have. Anytime a message pops up, you're leaving everything, you start looking at the phone. What has come? So that concentration goes. That concentration that is required to develop the human brain, that is not there. We need to draw a line. Like I was saying, on Facebook you have 5,000 friends, but in reality you don't even have one. Sometimes you feel like pouring your heart out, talking to somebody, but now it has become your, like people, they go anywhere, they'll keep posting their pictures and where they have gone and all. That you are so lost in that you feel like, there is something I am being refrained from, or something which I cannot do it. So many things that have come up, like if you are sick, there's nobody who will come and talk to you, to come to your house and ask you, hello, how are you? And on Facebook you have 5,000 friends. What's the use of that?
Yeah.
So thank you, Niranjan. I always love hearing him. He is a very good speaker. Same with Vaishnavi and Devama. You are really doing well. Really doing well. The way you are putting your views is commendable.
thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
I'm
Thank you,
trying
ma'am.
to do my best, ma'am, but still I'm stuck.
No, you are doing well, bache. In a few more, say 1 week or more, you will become very fluent. Don't worry about it.
Yes, ma'am.
And yes, I'm really very happy that when you said that I'll ask the doubts to my teacher, definitely, many a times it is on the wrong part of the teachers also. I have seen in my school, my teachers doing that. that they say, okay, you don't understand that, I will send you on the WhatsApp. I will send you this link, you refer that. But where that human touch, that, because I yesterday also said that man is a social animal. You need that human touch. Without that, it is very difficult.
Yes.
Sorry, I'll take one more minute. There in America, there is a new therapy that has started that is called the human therapy. You have to go and pay. You have to pay for that. That person will come and hug you. They will talk to you. They will sit along with you and have a cup of tea or coffee, and you have to pay for that. And we are having everything free of cost. We are not ready to use it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Taranjit, are you in Dubai?
No, sir, I am from Mumbai.
Mumbai.
Yeah, Dubai, though you cannot use WhatsApp.
Oh, acha,
Or
acha.
Zoom calling you cannot use in Dubai, because
Yeah.
my few cousins are there, but they cannot talk. Like we have to make a normal call if any call has to be, or otherwise they send a voice message. Then I reply back in the voice message. We can chat or do in Dubai. You cannot do that. It doesn't work over there.
Acha, acha. Okay. Yes. I lived in Muscat, but I didn't know the rules. In Muscat, we were allowed to use WhatsApp.
Sir, might be they have recently started. I don't know when they started, but I know from past 6-7 years, so they are not allowing this.
Yeah, I'm aware of this. In fact, one of my friends lives in Dubai. He calls me up on Botim or something like that. Another kind of software.
Sir, thank you so much, especially for stepping in the last moment, because Vineet was so busy. Thank you so very much. It was an amazing session. I love that each and every one made amazing points. And as Niranjan and everybody has said, I think each of us have learned something new and are taking something new home. And one of the things I love about working with Asha is the fact that I learn new things. I love to learn. And in Asha, I learn new things every day, every session, every little bit work I do, I'm learning something new. And I appreciate the fact. And thank you so very much, participants. Each and every one of you have put forth your views very beautifully. And Devamma, you see yourself how you were when you started to how you are now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So each of us have become better. Even I have. So when I used to start, whenever I did online classes, online workshops, I used to be, oh my God, what do I say? Then either I was doing very well or was doing very bad. Right? So it took me a while to get to a place where I am standard. I don't get worked up, neither do I get I'm not overly bad. At least I'd like to think so.
Right. You're very good, Kanti.
Sir, it's all the practice I got from being a part of this organization.
I would like to, Kanti ma'am, Asha is like a sorcerer's stone and it is making everyone a gold mine.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will pass it on to all the coordinators.
Yes.
Who will be so happy to be a part where people think of it like that.
We are going all, like some are in the process and some have already become gold mines. Everything, it is so very fulfilling, hearing from everybody. And Sudhakar sir, your experience talks, like Kanti ma'am is always there. Kanti ma'am is there. Meera ma'am is there. But I have heard you. This is the second time hearing you. It is something fulfilling.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It was nice to hear you also, Taranjit ji.
Thank you.
I hope we meet more often. At least we attend all the GD sessions.
Yes.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
And we will sign off today. Thank you so much. Thank you again.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
For
you.
wonderful session.
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Bye,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you. Bye-bye.